Juicy fruit. It'll lose flavor in about 2 seconds, but for right now, it's really good. Heading to the bow rack.
27.5 total. Pretty sure it's. Want to cut all those arrows being 8 short?
I know. That
We
would
can
be
walk
good.
out here.
Okay.
South side of the mountain for quite a few years. That's right. Right.
Thought I was gonna have to pull over and take a nap.
Just ever so slightly.
I know.
So now we'll get your pea pipe set right here on 10.
Okay, so just got back from a bear hunt in Alberta, killed a big old bear, and I'll just go through what I use for equipment. I'll just kind of be random going through each thing. I think I like a longer stabilizer. I like some weight out there. You know, I mean, if you look at these Target guys, they shoot, you know, the 3-foot stabilizer. Of course, that's not realistic for hunting. So this is about like what equivalizer would, and a lot of guys hunt with equivalizer. So I don't really notice this being in the way. I use one of these, this little stabilizer that comes off the back here, off the side, to offset when I have a quiver full of arrows. New sight, the spot hog sight now with the tinny rail keeps that weight in line. So there's a little less than when you used to have the little plate here, and then the sight would sit more off to the right hand side here. But so it's a little more in line. So this might be sucked in a little more because of that. But it just helps the bow balance. Of course, this custom wrist strap here is really tough. I use an AAE Prophecy rest. You gotta cock it every time, but I'm pretty used to it. I use a nose button. I like, and I usually have a kisser. I haven't put a kisser on this bow, and I've killed quite a few animals with it, but normally I want a nose button and a kisser. But I like the spot hog sight with it's a single post with a 3-pin, and then of course a good bubble. The hooter shooter to make sure that our second and third axis is dialed up right, which makes a big difference when you're shooting long distance in the mountains. Guys do a great job, and they also use this to check the cam timing. And I mark the cams, of course, right here, to make sure that you see those silver marks on the cams. Can you see that? Make sure that the string hasn't stretched and the cams are not rotated out of time. Both of them, I can keep track of that. On this, because I take the sight off to travel, I have a little scratch there, so I make sure that, do you see that little scratch mark? I don't know if you can get in there that tight, but I know that sight goes on the exact same place every single time. Of course, I shoot it when I get to camp, wherever I'm hunting, just to make sure. This is the new Hoyt VTM 34. I like a longer bow, so I shoot the longest one that they make in the VTM, and that's a 34. I like high poundage. I shoot a Spot Hog Wise Guy release. I've been shooting these Easton Pro Comp arrows. 4 AAE vanes. They seem like they steered that broadhead pretty good. Custom Roy Tough vanes with wraps. The 55 grain outsert. Add a little weight to that front. So you see this front and center. I haven't run the calculations, but see that front and center? pretty good right there. That more weight out front means this is going to fly true. And now as far as broadheads go, I've been a fixed blade guy forever. So I shot these forever. The Muzzy Trocar 3-blade, and these killed so many animals. Such a great head, pretty much indestructible. I bought dozens and dozens and dozens and killed I don't know how many bulls with these. I also, when I was hunting Cape buffalo, water buffalo, and I tested these on bear, I shot these Magnus Stingers for a couple years. So I'd have a 650 grain arrow with a Magnus Stinger, and this is going to penetrate super heavy bone, heavy, thick hide animals because it starts cutting right from the tip. And it's got that long, you see where these broadheads are short, so that blade angle is pretty steep, whereas this is long. It's definitely going to penetrate more because it's not quite as abrupt going in that animal. This is like, this trocar will hit and it's almost like super steep, so it's almost hitting a wall when it starts, so it's going to take a little momentum. You better be shooting a lot of poundage and a heavy arrow, I think, for me anyway, to shoot these. These will penetrate like a knife through butter, a hot knife through butter, basically. I really liked, those performed well on everything that I used. I killed a water buffalo with these. I ended up using the trocar on the Cape buffalo I killed in Tanzania, but again, this would have penetrated more. Now, I've been shooting, I said I'd never do it, but I've been shooting these Grim Reaper carnivore heads, and I can't, the holes these things have been creating are very impressive. 4 blades, you look at this 2.75 inches of cut, that's just a big old hole. So this blade will push in, so it kind of, I think it kind of sucks in that hide as it pushes in and then cuts it with 4 big blades. So it sucks in, cuts, and it's almost making a bigger hole because of how that pushes in and then cuts with 4 blades. So it could be bigger than 2.75 inches in my head. That's what I see. And then I see the animals and I see the devastation it causes. It's, I don't know. Again, I've been a fixed blade guy forever. I used these all last year. I killed 11 animals with these last year, and I killed a bear with these already this year, and my son killed his bear with them also. Can't say enough about the performance. Bow hunting is an imperfect endeavor. Rifle hunting is imperfect for that matter, but there's going to be challenges. To mitigate those challenges, we put the most odds that we can in our favor, and for me, that's using these carnivores, Grim Reaper. Cut a big hole, kill those animals quick, and again, it's a personal preference, but this is what I use, and this is what I have found success with. Hope that helps.